Alright, following is the Styline installation process for installing the Styline gazebo. We'll be following through the installation manual that will accompany the gazebo and step-by-step process as identified in that manual. Looking at the video, you'll see that the deck or slab has already been prepared. Make sure that it is the correct size for your installation of your new gazebo. The base channel installation requires the following items. There will be base channel and corner brackets or corner connectors. By laying out the base channel, you'll see that the corners meet at each corner with the bracket or connector. Make sure that the corners are tight, that the miters are tight, and that should allow for a perfect installation of your base channel. Once the base channel has been laid out, identify the squareness of the base channel by measuring from corner to corner, and that will ensure that your wall systems go in a square to square, or at a good angle. To attach the base channel to the slab or deck, there are anchors provided. What is recommended are 4 anchors per section. In concrete, we use a lead drive anchor. On decks, you can use the proper deck screw for whatever application you're applying to. The next section that we'll be looking at is the corner and wall installation. First, install your corner into the base channel. You'll notice that the corner connector is offset to one side, so that when you put the corner in, it should line up to the corner of your base channel, and that corner connector will run up one side or the other of the corner. Now install your wall section by inserting it into the base channel. Slide it into the corner, and you'll notice that the corner or the wall section is a male adapter and the corner is a female. So sliding that panel into the corner, they'll meet at the corner. Now insert the self-tapping screws into the pre-drilled holes that are in the corner section. That will secure your wall to the corner. Then, using the same self-tapping screws, secure the wall to the base channel, both inside and outside of the unit. After all the wall sections are installed, there is a door section or a door frame that will be inserted in the last as the last module. Sliding that from the top to the bottom, that will allow you to not bend the frame, and also allow for the door section to be inserted into the last of the 2 corner sections. After that is completed, you'll install the top cap to the walls. All these products are pre-mitered, so cutting is required. After the top cap installation is completed, secure both inside and outside using the same self-tapping screws. One thing you want to notice about the top cap installation is that the corner brackets are used in these top caps as well. So installing the corners into each top cap and starting from one point moving around the gazebo, will allow for those top caps and corner connectors to be installed together. Once the top cap installation is complete, we'll move on to the solid roof installation. This requires several products to be used, one being the octagon hub in the octagon gazebo, the ridge beams, and the clips for the hub to ridge beam connection. Having one person in the center of the gazebo holding the hub, the second person then supplies the ridge beam to the hub and is connected at the hub using the clips. At the wall side of the ridge beam, you'll notice that the black corner connector is inserted into the notched area of the ridge beam. Using one or two self-tapping screws, support the ridge beam to the connector by using those screws. Going around the gazebo, follow that same installation process until all ridge beams are connected at the top cap and to the hub. Once that is completed, you can start to insert the roof panels. I found the best method to do this is to insert one half of the pie at each location, each opening of the roof, one at a time. That'll secure and support the ridge beam and the roof system, and it won't allow for it to shift or twist. Also, it makes it a little bit easier on the installers because the weight of the roof is half of what it would be if you put the pies together. Once the first half of the section is applied at each of the openings, take the second half of the section, apply your adhesive to the spline groove area, and insert the second section. Before you do that, though, you may want to double check the width of your pie section to ensure that it's going to fit the opening. Also remember that on the underside of the gazebo roof, there is a where the two panels come together, you'll need to have a 3/16 to insert the T-strip spline. So if that gap is not there, you'll have a very difficult time inserting that spline. Once all the roof panels are installed, ensure that you have proper attachment screws inserted into the pre-drilled holes in the ridge beam, as well as the self-tapping anchor screws that are used from the roof to the top plate. 2 of those large screws are recommended per pie section. So in all, you'll have 4 per section of the roof that ties into the top cap, as well as the screws that are applied at the ridge beam to roof section as you run up the roof. Apply the fascia to the bottom edge of the roof panels and use standard roofing nails to attach that to the top side of the roof panel. From there, apply your drip edge that is not supplied typically from Styleline, and you can pick that up locally from your local lumber yard. Then ice and water and your standard roofing process, which is ice and water, 15-pound minimum tar paper, and then of course your shingle. But once your roof panels are installed, your roofing is done. I typically go back and then do all my finish work. The one thing that you'll need to do is install a screen door to your gazebo, or at least a door system of some sort, and that is just a standard application process that is followed by, or can be followed through the manufacturer's installation guide. It's time to do the finish work on the inside. There are 3 products that are applied. First, there's a T-spline that will be installed at the gap between the 2 pie sections, top to bottom, from the top of the roof panel to above the top plate. Second is a hub cap that'll go on top of the T-spline at the top of the roof. That'll cover the hole from the hub. And lastly, there is a finish strip that is installed above the top cap to the roof connection. That'll cover your screws that are used to support and secure your roof panel to the top cap.